All right, I am so excited for this webinar. I thought to myself as I was prepping these slides, if somebody could have gone back in time to 2010 and given me some of these pricing suggestions, I would have been extremely excited because I started out my business charging $197 a month. So that I made $13,000 that first year. Let's just say 13,000 divided by 197. That was 65 clients. That was a lot of people that I was seeing to be able to get to that 13,000. And something that I look back on is that I was charging so low. I was undercharging. I was scared. I didn't have the confidence. So one of the things I want you to think about today as we go into this webinar is having that confidence, knowing that you can charge what you believe you are meant to charge. And that today, what we're going to do is go over some simple pricing standards that I have done market research around so that you are prepped and prepared. Tell me, drop in the comments any questions that you have. Tell me where you're coming from. Let me know if this is the first live webinar that you've had with me, first webinar ever. I'm so excited to be here. Let me just share my screen. Not that. All right, so here we are. 5 ways to price your health coach offerings. Let me just say everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. 5 ways to price your health coach offerings. So what we're going to expect to learn, how to niche down so you can create your offers to sell. A complete breakdown for new and seasoned coaches for pricing for your health coach offers. I want you to also think of pricing as this, as we go through this webinar. It's the beautiful flow of feminine and masculine energy. And pricing and what you charge is this exchange for your service. So I really want you to think about all of the pain and the struggles of your ideal client. They're going to pay you for your services as long as they see value. As long as they see value. So what I want you to think about as you take your workbook out is what is included in my signature offering? How is this going to help somebody? What problems do you solve? I want you to be so specific, knowing their pain and also knowing their pleasure. Because when you really dive into the pain, this is where it's really important to know the marketing piece. And also, this is why people buy. That's why we're going to talk about how to niche down, how to price your one-on-one and group offers, how to package and what to include in your one-on-one and group offers, how to price your memberships, masterclasses, courses, and do it yourself, how to drive traffic to your offers and the right lead magnets. You may not have all of these different offers in your offer suite. You may have your one-on-one, you may have a group, you may want to do low-cost offers, but we're going to cover it tonight. So do not worry. So a little about me. I'm a business coach for health and wellness entrepreneurs, just like yourself. I've been in your shoes. I know exactly what it's like to feel overwhelmed. And I know what it's like to feel overwhelmed around pricing. Still, no matter what stage you're at in your business, pricing can feel like this really big luminous cloud of how do I charge my price? How do I up level? All these different things that come into play, but we're going to cover a lot of them tonight. But I want you to think about how much do you need to make each month? How much do you need to make each year? I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I graduated in 2010. Then I went and furthered my education as a detox specialist. I'm a Reiki energy level 1 and 2. I did that actually when I was pregnant with my daughter. It was such an amazing experience. I'm a wife and I'm a mama of 2, Max and Sammy. I have a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old and a pug named Olive and an amazing husband named Scott. So this is how I started. I made a lot of mistakes. I had a really crappy website. I didn't know how to do automation. I didn't know how to do nurture sequences coming from my opt-in freebies, which are really important. If you were like me, where you just didn't understand how to do that or you couldn't do it, make sure that you are hiring somebody to help you. I mean, I can't urge you enough. I used to say, I'm not going to go shopping at Whole Foods because I need to hire a virtual assistant. And when I started to make that change to see that I needed to get help in my business, that was a major shift for me. I also learned very early on that I had to make downsells because I was having trouble converting people to a 6-month program. And that was the model that came from school. I realized that a 3-month was better for me, but that people were still coming to me and they were like having problems that were definitely like ones that they felt were enough to pay for it. But they were also having problems where they didn't see the value, and I saw that there was pricing objections. And I was like, you know what, let me do a downsell. Let me have like a single session, which Brendan Bouchard teaches his High Performance Academy, to do a single session leading to your higher ticket. I started to see if I had these downsell opportunities when there was a price objection, I knew if I got them to be a client, they would stay with me. Do you agree? Raise your hand if you agree. You know that you're a good coach. You know that you've just got to get those people in the door. Yep, I'm seeing people raise their hand. You know that you have to get them in the door. It doesn't mean that you have to have all these offers on your Work With Me page. You could have one offer on your Work With Me page, but when that person says, you know what, I don't know, I just can't afford it. You've tried everything. You've handled objections. You're like, you know what? I have another opportunity for you. Would you like to work with me in my 30-day program? You might also find that you have a self-paced program, like a 14-day or even a 30-day self-paced program that takes them through the basics of what it would be like to work with you at a lower level and focusing on your higher ticket. So I had no indoctrination email series. I had 15 different freebies, which organically built my list to 7,000. I was getting visible. If you don't know me, I'm a massive introvert. One of the reasons I love working from home, and one of the reasons I love the online space, is because my introverted personality can shine through. And that was something that was really important for me. And also something that came as a really tough thing when I started to get out there and put myself out there in the offline space, in the online space, doing videos. But you have to do that. People have to get to know you. I didn't have a funnel. I didn't have a designer website. You see right there. And it's not to say that you can't start at a place. You have to start somewhere, but there were things that I just didn't have in place that would have propelled me faster to have the confidence. I think that's a big part about when I see a website, or when I say, like, you know, these days you can do a logo on Canva, but it's like, you have to be proud of what you have. That's why with the Done For You programs, I'm such a nutcase when it comes to what it looks like, because I want you to be proud. I want you to feel confident about what you're doing. So how to niche down so you can create your offers to sell. I want you to think, choose your niche. I want you to even write it down right now. When you're thinking about your niche, it's that wake up problem for that person. Like, who is this group of people that you are meant to serve? Choose your sub niche. You could have, like, for example, we have a lot of gut coaches that also specialize in hormones. That's your sub niche. Do not start talking about everything under the sun unless you are relating it back to your niche and your sub niche. When you think about, somebody will say something like, well, I specialize in hormones. Can I talk about anti-aging? Or can I talk about stress? Or can I talk about emotional eating? Or can I talk about autoimmune? You can talk about it as long as you're relating it back to your niche and your sub niche, and you're not confusing that group of people. Choose the problem you want to solve. Choose your signature program first. You can test with list builders if you want to see which, of course, I like doing polls and I like doing active market research with people on the phone, but you can definitely test with list builders. But I like to have that signature program first, so I know what list builders need to be there and what indoctrination series or follow-up emails. Choose your workshop, paid or free. Guys, these are workshops you need to do. As an introvert, one of the things I had a tough time doing was like doing webinars like this, or workshops, or pre-recorded videos for YouTube. I always had PowerPoints there. Even when I did live talks, I had the PowerPoint slides in my hand, and I would say to everyone, please excuse, I have to stay on target with this workshop. I'm going to be reading from this pamphlet. I get a little nervous speaking in front of people, and people are always like, I totally understand. It's one of the reasons, whether you want to pitch to podcast, it's great to have a workshop, whether you want to build your YouTube list and do long form video, or whether you want to do short form video and actually clip from that long form video, short clips to put onto Instagram or TikTok. So here are some common niches that we have: hormone, gut, stress, weight loss, mindset, emotional eating, autoimmune, ketogenic. Those are just to name a few. I want you to be really specific with that wake up problem. People don't just wake up and say, I want to eat clean. Do we agree? Raise your hand. People are waking up with a problem in the middle of the night saying, I need this to be fixed, and I will do anything to get this fixed. That's where they're looking for you. Be specific. Is this joint pain, IBS, digestive health issues, hormonal, anxiety, depression, food allergies, skin issues, psoriasis? You can get really specific within your niche. I know a lot of women who deal with perimenopause talk about that midlife, talk about that weight gain, the foggy brain, the constipation. That's what people hire us for. So be specific in your message. Get people on the phone. This is the market research that can be uncomfortable, but it's definitely worth it. Get people on the phone and use what they are actually saying to you as your marketing message. So I help 1, 2, 3 achieve ABC so they can XYZ without 1, 2, 3 by using a holistic health approach to balancing hormones. So I help women over 40 achieve hormonal balance so they can have energy, lose weight with ease, and get better sleep without giving up their favorite foods by using a holistic approach. You could also say by using a step-by-step approach, which is, or name your approach, the method, or use an acronym for your approach. A lot of people love doing that. So one of the things that coaches always say to me is, what are funnels? Do I need a funnel? And I hear a lot of business coaches in the online space say, like, you don't need a funnel. You don't need anything. That's not true. You need, and look, I wanted to show you these visuals. They're coming in through social media. They're coming in through email marketing. They're coming in through ads, or they're coming in through blog posts. They land on your lead magnet. They opt in. They come to a thank you page or a thank you email in your email marketing system. You deliver that email, that AR, it's automatic responder. So it's going to be automatically delivered to them, and it's leading them through a series of indoctrination emails where you're introducing yourself to them. We have indoctrination emails. We have follow-up emails with mindset. We have weight loss and sugar. We have emotional eating. We have gut. We have hormones. We have autoimmune. And that's where they get the download. But in the indoctrination series, they're getting to know you. This is where you're leading them to a discovery call or a low-cost offer, such as called a tripwire. Here's a funnel for a workshop. They're coming in, again, through social media. That could be that they see a social media image that says join the workshop. It's why in a lot of our workshops, we put those kind of images like join the workshop, download the freebie, learn more. They're coming in, they're seeing that. Then they're actually opting into the workshop. They opt in, they get information for the workshop access. You can have that free or paid. And that leads to an upsell offer. Same thing. They get an email automatic responder email delivery with the workshop access. And underneath that workshop, you can put your low cost offer. You can also, underneath that workshop, put your discovery call, embed that discovery call. How many of you have gone through funnels and you've seen this? Drop a 1 in the comments. Raise your hand. Drop your 1 in the comments either. How many times have you wondered if you could do it? It's very simple. You need to have that workshop. They get access. They get an email delivery. Now, if it's live, you're going to have the Zoom information. They could even on the workshop opt-in sign up with Zoom, have the reminders all done through Zoom. And then they get that workshop where you're teaching them. It's that masterclass where you're teaching them your expertise, leading to an upsell offer. Same thing, leading through that indoctrination series, which is so important, taking them through. It's like dating. That's what a funnel is. It takes you to that next step. An upsell, it's just, you can have, as you see right here, it says buy now on that workshop access. You could have a paid offer such as like a 5-day meal plan or a 30-day meal plan, or you could have your low cost, self-paced, do-it-yourself program. Does everyone raise your hand if you feel like this is actually doable? It's totally doable when you actually see it visually like this. Let's go to the next one. So right here, we have our live webinar, just as we were talking about. They have a webinar registration. They get their confirmation. You're nurturing your attendants, your attendees to the live webinar. You can send them emails. You're going to send them a replay. On that replay page, you're going to be, of course, marketing your open cart program. The same could be done if you wanted to bring them into a challenge. How many of you are thinking about doing a challenge? You can have the challenge, they opt in, they get to the thank you page, they have their confirmation emails going through the challenge. And on the last day, you do a webinar, leading them to your program offer. So you can have them sign up for the challenge and also give a link to come to the last day, or have Zoom where you're doing every day. We have a lot of people who do a Zoom every day of the challenge, and then the last day, leading them, of course, to your program or to your one-on-one. Anything that you see here, I just want to show you anything that you see here. This can lead, same thing, to the download and have a discovery call link. This can be the same thing. Buy now, or it can have your discovery call link embedded. Live webinars can be also great for your one-on-one. You lead them webinar replay, then they're going to get the pre-marketing emails that you see in all of our programs. That's why we put the dates. We actually tell you like 72 hours, 48 hours, last call, so that you're getting those and you only have to make a few edits and say here for the replay. So it's one of the reasons that we include that. Remember, you can have this all done through Zoom. It could be very easy to implement. And those are funnels that really should be implemented by almost every coach, no matter what stage you're at. Again, if you need to get extra support, it's totally worth getting that extra support, whether you go to Upwork or whether you go to Fiverr to find a virtual assistant to help you get some of the automation done so that you're not pulling your hair out. How many of us have things that we know in our life that we're doing that we could cut out or lessen so that we could actually afford a virtual assistant? It's the same thing when we think about our clients. How many of us have heard objections from our clients saying, I can't afford you? But yet they're going on trips and they're eating out constantly. These are some of the things I used to say on discovery calls to people. I know this feels like a big investment, but I want you to think about how big of a problem this is for you and how many times a week do you go out to dinner? Do you go on trips? Are there things that you could lessen right now to put your health as a major priority? So what is your revenue goal? This is where we want to get our calculator and we want to do it together. I want you to actually say, I need to make X amount per month. I need to actually make X amount per year. I want you to start thinking about the revenues that you need to make. And one of the ways that I like to approach this, and it doesn't mean that you're doing hourly sessions, although, like I said, it's a really great thing to have an hourly session as an upsell to your higher ticket, is to know your hourly rate. Why do you need to know this? For speaking gigs, pricing your products, pricing your coaching programs, it's much easier for me to know in my mind what I charge per hour, how much work I'm putting into that hour, how much work gets done after the session, so that I can figure out what are my 3-month packages or what is my monthly package. Upsell opportunities to high ticket, upsell and downsell opportunities from group coaching. If you have somebody going through group coaching, how amazing is it if you had on the welcome letter that they got, hey, want to sign up for a private one-on-one call? I mean, if you signed up if 20 people signed up for a program and 3 of them downsell, 3 of them downsold or upsell, depending how much you charge to your hourly, you just made this extra money. And I guarantee that you'll sign them up for another program. VIP days, which are 3 to 4 hour intensives, it's imperative to know that hourly price to be able to figure out how to charge for your VIP day. So these are some hourly coaching rates. These are ones that I would say starting, I like to encourage people every 3 months to evaluate your prices. Every 3 months, increase them a little, or every 3 months, make a commitment that you're going to look at them, see if you need to increase them. And also keep in mind, a lot of times that we start to get resentful. How many of us have actually felt that? Feel a little resentful. These are the times that it's really important to increase your prices. So this depends on length of time, coaching, certifications, and mindset. Because you will see as we get into the different ways to price your programs, we have to let go of those old money stories and have conviction. Big part of that is doing your own program. Whenever I have coaches buy a program, I always say, please follow what I did. Back in the day, I created my own program, which literally took me 50 hours between recipe creation, recipe testing, writing the program, writing all the pre-marketing emails, writing all the social media posts, designing the banners, designing the program. It took me a long time. But the one thing, because I went through that program, is I had that conviction. And you've got to have that confidence and that conviction. You have to know that you can help people, and you can. It's the reason that you started doing this. It's the reason we do this. Have empathy without undercharging. How many of us, I know for myself, because of all my health issues, having ulcerative colitis, being on life support twice, having asthma, food allergies, EBV, all this stuff that was affecting my body, I would have empathy for people and I didn't want to charge them. How many of us have gone through that? Or I didn't think that I could charge what I wanted to charge because I felt that person already didn't have money because they were struggling with their health. So pricing your one-on-one. I always love knowing my monthly price. Single session, 100 to 150. All of a sudden, when you see that single session price, see how 333 doesn't seem so much. That's a 1K program. All of a sudden, 450 a month doesn't seem that much. All of a sudden, you start to get into that mindset of 597 or even higher. I know coaches who charge much higher, but this is a great place to start. This is a 1K program. I have a lot of people who will do beta programs, beta pricing on a program at like 1K with their actual price being at a 2K 3-month program. So I want you to think, when you think about 333 a month for that 1K coaching program, do you feel that is doable? Drop it in the chat. Do we feel that that's doable? Yeah. Yeah. And when we think about saying that to somebody, when you think about breaking down that price to somebody, this is 333 a month to change your life. So I want you to start thinking about your one-on-one, your groups, your courses, and start up-leveling your mindset about what you charge. Because when we break it down like that to a person, doesn't it sound overwhelming when you say, oh, well, that's 1,000 for the program. But when you say to somebody, this is 333 a month, it's much easier to digest. So if you think about your 6-month program, that comes to be 1,000, that comes to be a 2K program, or for a more seasoned coach, or the coach that is like, I am charging this. I talked to a coach yesterday who was like, I am charging $10,000 for my 3 months. And I said, he said, because I know I can help people. I know I can help this person lose weight because I did it myself. I said, that's conviction. So when you're thinking about pricing, when you're thinking about pricing, I want you to also think, what do you need to include? It's not just about the guides and it's about the recipes. It's about knowing what that systematic process is for your clients, where you're taking them from A to Z, and knowing that you can help them. That's where the programs come in, is they give you a system. They give you a system to take your clients through. They give you recipes, they give you guides. What you have to decide is like, are you for your one-on-one giving Voxer support? You might, of course, have different pricing because you include labs, all these things to kind of take into consideration. Group coaching for a new coach. Group coaching for a new coach. I think I missed a slide. 14-day, $97, late bird, $140. So early bird and late bird, these are what we usually do for group coaching, is to give an early bird price and a late bird price. Then you have a 30-day, early bird, $247, late bird, $297. Same thing, comes to a 3-month program, which is a $1K total for 3 months, or $2,000, which is totally doable. If you're going into higher ticket beyond 2,000, it's not uncommon that you're going to see an application there, or that you might want to do an application to kind of weed out the people who aren't ready. A lot of us don't put, for one-on-one coaching, we don't put our prices on the website. You want to get somebody to see the value of that when you're on a discovery call or a clarity call. But this boils down to what's included. What's included for your program. You might, for your one-on-one, even do or your group coaching, even do a hybrid, where you're doing group coaching, but you're also doing a single session for anybody in the group. Say you have 20 participants and you're doing a single session and you're booking them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, with your group calls on Sundays, or your group calls on like on a Monday, where you actually are including both one-on-one and group style coaching. So it boils down to what's included, and how you're positioning your program, and the mindset that you have around your program. Because again, this comes down to what you believe is the value, and people will see the value as long as you see the value. So here for new coaches or seasoned courses, I would say on average, a do-it-yourself on average for a 6-week course, $199 to $699. I know that's a big gap, but that depends on like bonuses, weekly calls. If you're bringing in a one-on-one session, that do-it-yourself for a program, for like a self-paced, you also see in this digital age, how many of us have seen this, where you see like a 30-day or a 6-week program for only like $37, right? I know that I've seen that. That's when we usually have people who are leading to a higher ticket. That's their entry point, and their higher ticket is either a 6-month program or a 1-year program. So start to look at, when you add in coaching, $699 to $2,024.97, lifetime access. Marie Forleo does open repeats. You can always, as you get higher in the price, have people where they can come back for the next year. Guest experts, community support, Voxer support. Maybe you have a Slack channel. It really depends on your mindset and what you're including. Same thing, whether you're doing a hybrid where you're having people also do a one-on-one session. I love those because it gives people that one-on-one time with you. It also gets them super engaged, super committed. And I would say that also what's interesting about pricing is you will see people who pay more committed. And I think that's the shift in mindset that we need to make, is as people pay more, they're definitely more committed. I know for myself, no matter what I pay, I go in with commitment, because that's just, if I'm going to pay anything, I'm going to go in with that right mindset. But just start thinking about your pricing strategies. Again, how much you need to make, what you need to be selling per month to be able to get there. And what do you need in your offer suite to make it easy to have that flow of clients if they're not ready for your higher ticket. This is an example. This is not one of our clients. This is just a great example that I found. Fix Your Period program, although we do have a period program, a menstruation program. We also have a Repair Your Period workshop as well. That can be a paid masterclass that this person also has as an example like that. But you will see she has a lot of different sessions included. I don't know in the sessions what is included or how much, but in any of our programs, you can break them down to be mini sessions by going through the table of contents and breaking down a program. She has this for 147. She has a higher ticket program. So you will see that literally her low ticket is getting people in the door to her mastermind. This is JJ Virgin. We all know JJ Virgin. When I looked at this, I was like, wow, this is like our 30-day metabolism program. We have it at $199 right here. Same thing could be hormone weight loss program. Same thing could be our 30-day gut fix. I want you to think of like a 30-day program as this amazing template for this amazing template. You can have a mindset course. We saw this as an example, 6 payments of $479. I would say anytime that you're getting over $1,000, do payment plans. Even if you're maybe at like 600, do payment plans. Have people, it makes it much easier for people to pay, especially if you're doing a 1-year course or you're doing 6 months. People need those payment plans, but this is an example where it's a mindset course, a one-time payment for $2,497. Then we get into our do-it-yourself low-cost master classes. New coaches the same as seasoned. I would say that on average, I see tripwires. Tripwires are a little different than a low-cost masterclass. That's something that like you see on Facebook for that one that's $30, and it's a 30-day program. Or you also see like 30 days of a meal plan, which we have that you could do as a low-cost offer. This do-it-yourself masterclass would be a masterclass paired with like a 5-day plan or a freebie, which is why we have the list building bundles. It's really great. I would say if you're pairing it with a 5-day plan or a 7-day plan, $97. If you're doing your masterclass where you're charging for a masterclass anywhere from $17 to $37 is that sweet spot. This is Marie Marlowe. She's an amazing coach. She specializes in skin issues. She has her 4-week paleo or vegan plan. We have a paleo plan. We also have a vegan plan. We also have a weight loss meal plan that just came out. We have a lot of different meal plans. And she's doing this for just $28. But again, give them the meal plans. I would also give them a few videos so they're connecting with you. So they're getting to know you. And those videos could be you shopping. That video could be like how to prep, how to meal prep, how to make it super easy to meal prep so there's not any anxiety. Then we get into memberships. This is for a new and seasoned coach, 17 to 97. I would say average being 47. And that would be, you know, and this is where we talk about what's included. I have clients who do a weekly call every week and charge 47. I have clients who only do 2 calls a month and charge 47. I also have clients who charge 197 a month, but that includes a kickoff session for the first month, and then it goes down to 47 or 97. So I want you to really think about when you're building that funnel, what you actually need to do and what you need to have in there to have the flow of clients going down. You don't need to buy everything at once, but have that clear vision. Or I had a few coaches this week who was like, I just need to have things done. I just want them done. And I want them to have a clear funnel so I can work on this. And that's why I'm here. If you have any questions, you can always hop on a strategy call with me and we can handpick the programs for you based on your specific niche, based on your specific client's problems. This is Jess Royston. She was a first-time coach, didn't have a list, did everything through Facebook. She posted on her personal page, started talking about the program like 2 weeks before she started opening her cart. She put the 10 epic You see right here, 10 epic smoothie bowls on their homepage, and did a social media post on IG and one on Facebook. She had 30 people sign up. She literally took the program and went each day and just talked about the benefits of detoxing, why you detox, toxins in the home, toxins in kids. She really set the stage for people to like see that they needed to actually do this, and that if they didn't do it, they would be leaving themselves in a place where maybe they wouldn't be as healthy as they could. This is Sarah Lawrence. She's an amazing holistic nutritionist. She also specializes in functional medicine. So she's a functional nutritionist, I think. I think I said that. You see right here, she did her spring detox. She ran a 7-day smoothie challenge and had a great open rate on her email campaign. She went, she kicked it off. She made 1,000 in one day, and everything is automated for her 21-day detox program. She adds in another week to our program. For me, 2 to 3 clients a day, 4 to 5 days a week at 80 to 130 per session has been a solid base. It's amazing testimonial. You'll see this was JJ. She wanted to mirror Sarah. Amazing moderators that I had who talked about their success. Carrie Adams, who had another success, her membership, she had another consecutive 10-month launching a $97 6-week program, leading into a membership on the back end. So what she does is has an entry program that people come in for $97, all low cost, membership on the back end, a little higher price membership on the back end, but makes a consistent 10K by doing that. This is Cece Weiss, who owns a gym now. She's not coaching, she owns a gym. But you can see her exact breakdown for what she did. 32 people at early bird, 15 people at regular pricing, late bird, 6 people add-on coaching. That was that single session that I talked about. So here's a 100K example. So I want you to really think, what do you need to have so you get to your 100K? This is $597 a month. We already talked about mindset, money mindset, about charging our worth and charging also for the value that we're going to bring. We talked about the fact that 333 doesn't even seem a lot. Do we all agree? So if we're at $597 a month with 8 clients a month, totaling 57,312. Then we have a group coaching program 2 times a year. We have a 2K program, 10 people. Do we feel that 10 people is doable? Drop a yes in the chat if you feel it's doable. You have to make it easy, make it simplified. The thing that I love in building funnels is that if they're simplified, there's a duplication process. So right here, I had low master classes paired with a 5-day program, 67 times 5 a month. So that's 4,000. All of a sudden, we're at 101,332. Here's a 60K example. So maybe you're working a 9 to 5, maybe you're extremely overwhelmed, maybe you have an autoimmune and you're having a tough time. I went through that myself, where it was really tough to keep up with my work. Oops, sorry. Sensitive computer, really hard to keep up with my work, but this is where you have $597 a month with 5 clients, totaling 35,820. Group coaching 2 times a year. I did it at a 1K program at 10, 20,000. Low cost master classes, we kept that the same, 59,840. So if you're not at that place that you feel that you can charge what that 100K example, here's a 60K example. And again, you just take out your calculator, how much do you need to make? How much are you paying? And think of it also, the programs that you buy are tax write-offs. So think about your tax write-offs. Think about the people that you hire, such as the virtual assistant that you hire. These are all things that can help you and alleviate some of the expenses. So how to drive traffic to your offers with the right lead magnet. This is just an example that I wanted to do as a hormone example. Eat Your Way to Hormone Health, or a 3-day recovery diet, or a hormone workshop, or a video series leads to a paid 5-day hormone detox. After that 5-day hormone detox, they have a series of follow-up emails that lead them to the hormone gut solution. Or after that 5-day hormone detox, get them on the phone, give a 30-minute strategy call or a 20-minute strategy call to get them on the phone and lead them to that next program. That could be the hormone weight loss program, any of our hormone programs, like if you're especially in perimenopause or menopause or menstruation, or we have one for balancing your hormones, leading to your 6-month program, which would be retune your hormones, and then a hormone membership or retreat or a mastermind. That's a full funnel. That's when we're talking about like having everything mapped out. I would say if you're a brand new coach and you like the membership model, think about building your list first, because I feel like you need to have a good amount of people on your list. It doesn't mean that your list needs to be in the thousands, but you want to have a good amount of people on your list so that when you do open cart for that membership, that you have people coming in. Now, a lot of people, what they'll actually do is that membership is there for their graduates of their program. So if that's the case, that's a different scenario. Here's a gut example. One of my favorite workshops that we have is the 8 common gut disorders, or you could do a 5-day gut health challenge leading to the 7-day gut health reset, which would be a paid offer, leading to the 30-day gut fix, restore your gut health, which is a 3-month program, and the gut health membership. Mindset, 10 ways to change your mindset. I think it's 10 ways to master your mindset, actually. 5-day meditation challenge, which would be a paid challenge, go live each day. You can also repurpose this. Once you do it once, you can make it evergreen, which means you have it forever. Our brand new mindset course, our 3-month mindset makeover, and a membership. A lot of people are really loving our 12-month wellness membership. We have the weight loss example. One of my favorite workshops is the 3 reasons you're not losing weight. That also is a list building bundle, so it comes with a freebie. Great to give, as we had showed that example, like on the download page. The weight loss challenge, I would do this paid. It's a 10-day weight loss challenge. Our weight loss course, our 60-day weight loss program, and either our mastermind retreat or membership. So you'll see right here, these are all your traffic sources. Twitter is now X. So that's the only thing I didn't update. But you don't have to be everywhere. I think the thing that I want you to understand is that you really need to master one way of doing content, and then you can repurpose your content on so many different platforms. And that people are going to connect with you in video. So if you're like me and you're an introvert, or you're an ambivert, which is like the combo of extrovert and introvert, then it's like you really need to find ways to practice to get comfortable being visible, because being visible is going to have you connect with your ideal client, and that is the most important thing. Okay, so right now I just want to stop sharing for a second and answer any questions. Do we have any questions? Let me just go into the question. No, we don't have any for the chat. All right, did this feel doable? Did we feel doable that this is like, that we can actually accomplish this and get our pricing in a way that feels great for our business? All right, I'm also going to show you the fall release. Thank you. Everyone's saying great information. This is the stuff that I wish I would have had. And when I did have it, I had somebody who were doing this, but they weren't in the health and wellness space. All right, so let me just share my Dropbox. Give me a second while I share Dropbox. I want to show you actually the really cool bonus. The first 250 people get this. So it's an How Toxic Are You quiz. Now, what's great is you can have this in a PDF. You can have sign up for a quiz. Quiz are like one of the hottest things that people people like to do. It's one of the hottest ways to build your list. And you'll see right here, I wanted this to be like for a person who needed to figure out if they were clean eating or not. So I thought, what would be great for almost every niche, because I know that you guys are in so many different niches. So this is actually the freebie. What you can also do this in your one-on-one or in a group atmosphere where you can actually have everyone take the quiz and see what their toxicity level is, and then lead them into a detox, lead them into the 21-day hormone detox, or of course, lead them into a gut program. You'll see right here, comes with gorgeous images. And everything can be edited. I get that question a lot. Like, can all of the materials be edited? And I'm going to show you how easy it is to change out some covers. We have 3 freebies. You'll see them: hormone health freebies, living authentically, healing the inner child, and 8 top superfoods. I want to show you this one real quick. We don't want you, and I keep saying this in my sneak peeks, but we don't want you to be a writer or a designer, a copywriter, or a virtual assistant. And so for you to understand what it takes for us to go through writing, this guide, which is 11 pages, 9 to 11 pages takes 5 hours. So that's 5 hours that we write so that you don't need to spend that time. So whether you're looking at like our protocols or you're looking at a guide like this, it takes us a lot of time. Then that doesn't even include what we do in the 10 social media images. And I want to just show you how easy it is to go and take, you're going to get a Canva template for covers. You're going to get a Canva template for images. Go right here. It's going to come as a template. If I wanted to change this, if I want to change the font, if I want to change the picture, it's going to be hard to find a woman sitting on the side. Take a shot. Then you can do an overlay. Space that out correctly. And we just change the image. That's how easy it is to change. If you don't have the pro version, I'm going to show you real quick. You go to the images, go to the toggle, go to free, and it will come up with all the free images. So we actually used a free image, which is perfect. We have right here, we have a brand new mindset course. This is actually making me think that I want to teach this because this mindset course is so great. You'll see right here, stunning covers, beautifully designed. This is great. We talked about this. This is great for a course. Include like weekly calls. This can also be a self-paced course, or you can also do this pre-recorded. It comes with homework and it comes with a PowerPoint module. On average, workshops take about 3 hours. And I know this only because I know the time that my VA team takes to do this. And this is time that you don't have to spend. Somebody's saying, hi, everyone, I'm from Australia. Oh, I turned on, hopefully there'll be a replay. Yes, there will be a replay. Somebody's saying I joined a little late. Did you say what platform you use for your website? We actually have done for you websites. We use WordPress. We use Elementor as the plugin so that it is a front-loading website. And I would say for funnels, it depends. I like doing a lot right on WordPress. I do a lot on WordPress. You can do a lot with checkouts such as WooCommerce to have upsells and downsells, but you can also have those upsells and downsells right on the thank you pages. Landing pages, I would say that you could use your website as well, but there's also a lot of great platforms like Kartra, Kajabi, Thinkific. ClickFunnels is pretty expensive. There's Go Higher Level. There are a bunch of different platforms that are great for funnels. Somebody's saying, I bought the Blood Sugar Mastery and started editing today. So easy. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, System.io is another one. Somebody's saying, how do you change the background color in the PowerPoint? So, bear with me. They're very easy to change. Oops. So we're going to go to shape outline. Shape fill. And then we just changed it. So you always go right to shape fill. This is an image that you would swap out. But go through it. Oops, sorry. Let's close that out. Go through, I would change the different PowerPoint slides. I would change them to fit your branding. And the other thing is, if you want to change your branding, one thing that we do in each of our programs, and I'll show you right here, is we have all the pictures there. We have a lot of people who keep it exactly the same. And then we have the Canva template. Same thing, going in and changing covers. Keep them exactly the same or go in and change the image. And then you have a completely different looking. And of course, I would spend a little more time going through and seeing which pictures. Some people like to put a picture of themselves. Some people like to put a picture of their ideal client. But I want to show you, even in this mindset course, these are not templates. This is what I mean by pre-marketing emails. So we have the mindset course. This course I want to teach. You'll see right here. We have one of my new favorites, which is the hormone gut solution. And this is for any coach who is a hormone or gut coach and believes that the only way to balance the hormones is to heal the gut. You'll see right here. And all of these sneak peeks are on each pages. Some of these sneak peeks are even 20 minutes long because they deserve that to go through the whole program. So you see, this is how many pages. Gives little action steps. This is how many pages. And what I mean when you're breaking this up is if you go through this table of contents, you could break it up where each one of these is its own separate module. Does that make sense for everyone? Drop a 1 if that makes sense. So you could have it be each module, and you could do a video for each. So if you're using a platform like Practice Better or any of these different platforms that we just talked about, where you actually see like, here's the lesson, here's the video. Each one of these can be its own little lesson, What are balanced hormones? Yeah, somebody saying that's me mindset. That's me too. What we do, and same thing in all our programs, we have the 6 pre-marketing emails. I also went crazy and gave additional covers for this hormone gut program to make it super easy. And these were all covers that you guys had helped me to pick. But when I was having a tough time picking, I figured, why not give them all? So that's the hormone gut solution. And then I want to show you our sales pages. This would cost, and I hope you do go and research this, because a 6 email sequence would cost anywhere from $675 to $1,000. A sales page typically costs $500 to $1,000 for somebody to put together a sales page like this. And we have a team of people who have been doing this for a long time. So I'm able to do it at a different rate because of that. We're able to keep the programs at a lower rate. But see, amazing sales page. And these bonuses, people always ask me, what about the bonuses? And this is when we were talking about pricing. You might have certain bonuses where even for your groups or your do-it-yourself or your courses, or even your memberships, that you have extra classes, extra master classes. Maybe for your membership, you're doing a founders member bonus. So one of the programs, maybe you're launching your membership in September, or you're launching your membership in January, and you're getting ready for your membership because you have to pre-record the videos. Maybe you decided, or you're doing them live, either, but you can have a founding bonus that you give a program, or you can do it like Carrie, where you have them come in through a program and on the back end is a membership. Then let's go to the workshops. We have fat loss. I almost said this wrong, but I want to show you how cool this PowerPoint is. Fat loss for women in their 40s. Could definitely turn this and say weight loss, but I love the fat loss because I think it's sexier. This is great for anybody dealing midlife. It's great for perimenopause crew. What I love about this is you can have an opt-in page where you have a marketing video, like a 2-minute marketing video. You can, even if you want, if you feel overwhelmed being an introvert, just show a sneak peek of what you're going to be teaching. Talk about the benefits in the beginning, talk about who it's for, what they're going to learn, and just show a sneak peek of the actual program. And then lead them either to the freebie, which is in here, or lead them to the workshop. Talk about getting your beauty rest. That's an amazing workshop. We also have a vagus nerve workshop. I'm going to show you the guide first. This is amazing. When I saw this, and for me, I deal with my clients having like a really healthy nervous system, coming out of overwhelm, coming out of burnout. So this goes right in alignment with what I need to give my clients. Cold water submersion, exercise, laughing, social connection. Somebody's saying, do I have anything coming out for autoimmune disease or thyroid? No, but we do have an autoimmune quiz that we put together that I think would be really great. I know you use Practice Better. I think that would be a really great quiz on Practice Better. So we have an autoimmune quiz that came out, and I can pull it up as well to show you. So this is something, and we don't have anything on thyroid coming out. I think you have all the thyroid stuff. So goals for vagus nerve. And then that comes with a PowerPoint. Then mastering your cycle like a pro. This is extensive. Love the flower. This I love because it's really helping somebody to understand how to take control of their life, like how to take control of their week by week. So I love that we did foods to eat during the follicular phase, all the different phases like foods to eat, self-care activities to do. I think this is really fun. If I were coaching, I would probably make like a little calendar and have little foods and little exercises that you could do. This could also be a great bonus class when we're talking about having a bonus for any of the for any of your different programs. I want to show you the weight loss meal plan. This is an omnivore meal plan. It's low carb, but I want to show you how easy it is in Canva. And guys, I am not like some of my friends that I see. Oops, not like some of my friends that I see here, who are amazing at Canva and can do things that I could never even imagine doing. So I'm just going to reach for a smoothie because it's just easy to pull up. Actually, this is one that I have used. So I want to show you how easy this is to make any changes. It's going to show some suggestions. I'm going to go and change all. And there we have a completely different looking program. Oops, it didn't go to all. Change. There we go. You see right here, it has drinks. It has 4 weeks of meal plans and it has shopping lists. It's really cute. This could be a great low cost offer. It also comes with a kickoff and wrap up so that you can give a little extra, connection right there. Have that pre-recorded hint, hint. But you'll see right here, you will never go hungry. Your clients will never go hungry with our meals, even if they're low carb. And guys, definitely go and use, let me just put in here, this is, I know that you got this, but I just want to remind you, Business 25. It applies to full pay programs. Then we have, oh, since I'm just in, let me just pull up the fall detox here. Here's the omnivore recipe guide. You'll see right here, tons of amazing recipes. Same thing, switching this out. We also give the Word document because we have a lot of people who love the Word documents and don't love Canva. But this has its own sneak peek as well. See right here, lots of different smoothies, breakfast, protein balls, which everyone loves. Salads, look at that. So yummy. So we have the detox, and the detox comes with a kickoff and wrap up. It also comes with 6 pre-marketing emails. So you see right here, you do your promotion. So the whole idea is that let me just stop sharing for a second. The whole idea is that you're buying now because you're launching in September, October, and early November. And think of it also like this. Right around the corner is going to be Black Friday. So when you start thinking about Q4 and you start thinking about your plan, I want you to think, what do you need to have in your arsenal to get accomplished your financial goals? What do you need to have in your product suite that you need to have to accomplish your financial goals? And remember, it doesn't need to be tons. It needs to be niche specific. It needs to solve a problem. You need to have conviction. You need to have done the program. Hint, hint, so that you know how to market it. And I would say those are the key founding principles. Believe that you are worth charging what you see as the value of that program or that course. If you're like me, you're going to find that having low cost offers are going to be a real pivotal place for your business, because for me, it helped me take people up that path to my higher ticket. I found that most people did upsell. And it doesn't mean that you need to be like, hey, I want you to upsell. You need to say like, are you ready to go on to this next step in my process? Does that make sense to everyone? If that makes sense, drop a 2, because it's your process that everyone needs to understand. I had very distinct steps. I would say step 1, we're detoxing. Step 2, we're getting out the inflammation. Step 3, we're working on mindset. So that we had to work on the gut issues first, the inflammation and the gut issues. But think about those steps as step 1 is your lower cost offer. Step 2 is your next tier offer. Step 3 is your final destination. So guys, does anyone have any questions before we go? No? All right. It's been a pleasure to be with you. I look forward to helping you in any way. Thank you so much. I'm glad that the webinar was helpful, and I love you guys. I hope, yes. And if you need to book a call with me, you can definitely book a call. I would say go to yourhealthcoachbiz.com, type in help Rachel. I need to book a call with you, and I can book a call. I will make myself available because we have the sale going on until Sunday. So I will make myself available. If you need to meet on the weekend, I can totally do that. I have tomorrow available. I have Friday available. I cleared out my schedule to make sure that I would be available to assist. Also, friend me on Facebook. I like to get to know everyone. So if you can friend me on Facebook, you can also message me there. I like to make myself available to you in a bunch of different ways. Somebody's saying, I booked a call with Rachel a few months ago and she's so helpful. Oh, thanks, Molly. Thank you so much. All right, guys, it's been a pleasure. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I look forward to helping you. Bye, guys.